Good morning. It's November 9th. It's the coldest day so far. It's currently minus 14. The wind chill is minus 22. Minus 14 for those of you in Fahrenheit is, let me think, about 10, I guess, Fahrenheit. And the wind chill then would be minus something. There's not a lot of wind, but all the same. So I'm wearing my parka for the first time. I have to go downtown, so that's what I'm doing. And this will be in two parts. The first part will be fairly short. I'm not going all the way downtown. I'm just going over to where we have a condo. I have to pick up a book I have to mail later when I'm downtown. And I'm not even trying to use my external mic, so you're just getting the noise off of the sound off of the iPhone here. I do have a new mic on order, a new wireless mic that I hope will maybe solve my problems. They've gotten a lot cheaper since I started doing this, and there's new ones that now work properly on the iPhone. You don't have to have some kind of weird adapter. So, hello, whoever just said hi. See, somebody did. I can't see it though because it's too bright. It's Mary. Hello. Mary Lou? Yeah. So we'll see what happens when that gets here. Work-wise, it's an editing day. I've got a freelance editing job I'm finishing up this week, and then I won't be doing any more of those for the foreseeable future because I've signed a contract to write a musical. Second World War story. Write the book for it. The music is all written. And so now I've actually gotten paid for that, so I'll be doing that. And I also have this nonfiction book to pull together. So once I get... Sorry, I was trying to read what was there. Again, with the white background, I can't really read anything. Unless I put it up against a tree or something. Like there, if I pointed at that tree, I can see that it says virtual hug. Thank you. Nice warm hug. They're building a house up here where they had torn one down previously, so I think I'll change sides actually. Decide what could be kind of a problem there. Yeah, so I'm writing a musical. Got rehearsal tonight for the Sapphire Anniversary show of Regina Lyric Musical Theatre. That's 45th, in case you don't know, which I didn't. Carrying a bag in one hand, it's dragging in the snowdrift here. So it's songs from past productions, and I'm doing one solo and then another group number, and then tonight we're practicing the one big group number. That's all coming up on December 1st. There they are. They're building this house. They're starting to. Meanwhile, our little extension has been stalled because of building permit issues, because the engineering firm we hired seems to be incapable of giving the city what they need for this building permit for this tiny little extension. So that's been very frustrating. We got our deck built, but the extension looks like, I'm guessing now, will not be finished until sometime next summer, which is really annoying. So we're just going to go up here and then go along College down to Scarth, and that'll be it for the first leg. And then after I've had lunch and done some work, gone to the Cornwall Centre to do some errands, I will walk home from there, and that'll be part 2, probably in the 3 or 3:30 time frame. So there will be a bit of a gap between part 1 and part 2. When I put it up in the non-live version, the higher resolution version that I usually put up, it'll be all seamlessly edited together, of course. The slipperiest places are when you cross the streets here. That's where the ice is. It is actually easier not to use a microphone at all. And there is that kind of ambient stereo sound thing you get, which can be cool, but if there's any wind, it can be very annoying. So I'm still planning to hopefully this new wireless mic will solve the problem. The wired one was working fine, and then a couple of days ago it cut out and it was crackling, so I suspect the cord has failed in some fashion internally. I'm not going to make a crosswalk here. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait. There's the sun up there looking wintry. That's the Royal Saskatchewan Museum in the corner over there. We timed this just as bad as it could be. I'm going to have to stand here for a whole other light change. Yay. Oh, well, nothing to be done about it. So turn my back to the wind. Look at that wintry sky there. There is no thaw in sight. Long range forecast next 2 weeks. We might get into single digits below zero, but at the lower end of that. And mostly it's double digits. It's kind of minus 12, minus 13 range. And that includes when Grey Cup is held here. The big Canadian Football League Championship game is being held here. Not that our Saskatchewan Roughriders are in it. They were eliminated from the playoffs, but that is happening. And it's going to be about minus 10, minus 12 when the game starts, and it starts late, so it'll be getting colder after that. We do have tickets. So we'll see if we keep them, because we could sell them probably for a pretty fair chunk of change. They're very good seats, and there will be people looking for Grey Cup seats from all of other places in the country, depending on who makes the final game. We'll see, it's coming up really quick for their playoff games this last weekend that I somehow didn't pay any attention to because the riders weren't in them. Because the Grey Cup weekend, isn't that the 20th? I think that's the 20th. Which means they should be playing the finals this weekend, which means they should have had the semifinals this last weekend. And somehow, I don't even know what happened once the riders were eliminated. Also next week, I'll be going up to Saskatchewan again. I don't think I'll have a chance to walk up there, but I might. We'll see, but I probably won't. There's a little anime convention up there, which is having a Christmas market, and I'm going to be one of the vendors there with my books, so we'll see how that goes. I wouldn't do it. Probably wouldn't do it if I had to pay, because it's a 2-night stay just because of the timing, but I happen to have some free rooms available from Marriott from having been writer in residence and going up there every week for several months back when I was doing that, 2019, 2020, so still taking advantage of those. Might even have another one left after this, or two, so. Butter delivery, it looks like. I'm going to walk the sidewalk. I can get by. Office buildings along here. Some sidewalks are cleared better than others. It depends on who owns the building. There is a bylaw that requires sidewalks to be cleared. But even when they're cleared, there's still lumps of ice, like the one I just slipped on there. And this road here, as you can see, is slick. So I have to be careful crossing it. Cars pack down the snow and then it turns to ice. It's crazy. The building over there, the new pool that I walked by the other day is over there. You can't see the water slides. They will not be in use. Some of the big old houses, that's an apartment building. This is actually modified from what it used to look like, but it's an old house. Most of them now have offices in them. It's a credit union, new credit union building over there. Keep my eye on my feet so I don't slip. I've been in this one. I don't know if there's still an apartment in there, but somebody was living in it, but they were also using it for a business. This one, is this the one that's still a house? I think so. There's one down on Scar Street that's similar to this one, but it's not a house anymore. It's an office. But I think this one is still a private residence, I believe. And a very nice one it is too. Okay. This is Orange Street we're crossing now. Only a couple more blocks, so this will be a very short walk, this first part. Normally I'd walk all the way down to the Hotel Saskatchewan and stream it, but I have to stop and pick up a book. The condo here is where I store a lot of books. For Shadow Paw Press and my own purposes. Stonehall Castle, not a castle, it's an old funeral home is what it is. The guy that owns it did up the inside in a kind of castle-like fashion. I've never been in there since then, but well, that's what's in there. But it's an old funeral home, and before that, it was the Dark Mansion. And Dark, D-A-R-K-E, and this is all, that has been unfinished, that extension, for years and years and years and years. They finally got some of the upward part of it done. Down below still not done. And that's Dark Hall over there. So this building here was where Dark was a butcher. And the guy who made his money and then helped pay for the original construction of Dark Hall there, which was then named after him. There's the college building. Conservatory of Music is in there. This is a funeral home over here, obviously. It says right on it. And the next block is Scar Street, and so I'm almost done. College building, original Regina College, later University of Regina. This is the other big house I was talking about that's not a house anymore, it's a lawyer's office. At one point it was a very nice house. When Alice was little, we were living in the condo here, and we'd take her over there across the street here to go to her dance classes at the conservatory, because that's where she started. Now after that, she ended up at Class Act Studios, which I often walk by as well. And now, of course, she's at the University of Toronto, studying kinesiology. That's the one that's now a lawyer's office. That old house over there is also offices of some sort. And this is where Central Collegiate, one of the big early high schools, was located, was on this block. Long gone, and then these condos were built. There's 3 big condo buildings here, and we have a condo. The second one built, which is this one coming up on the right. Where we lived when we were first married, and then we moved to the house. Switched places with my mother-in-law, and now we're still on the condo, but nobody is currently inhabiting it, so we're using it for. It's kind of the east wing of our house. I guess you could call it. It's just separated by about 1.5 kilometers. Alrighty, I'll stop here. Oh, somebody said hello before I do that. Let's see what it says. I gotta find a dark spot to read it. Nightmare. Oh, it's not that bad. You get used to it. Anyway, it's nowhere near as cold as it's going to be. So this is still pleasant. Okay, that's it for this part of the walk. I'll be back in about, like I said, I don't know exactly when, but maybe 3 hours or so from now to walk home. Okie dokie. Good afternoon. It's still over 9. I'm starting in the Cornwall Center, heading home. Oh, gotta put on my glove though. HM over there. We'll go through the tunnel here. Not that one, this one. There's the main entrance to the Cornwall Center down there, and then HM over there in that old building. I've walked through here a few times. Gives you a nice view of, I guess this is 11th. Looking to the west. Sorry, to the east. This is to the west. This is kind of the main bus area for people. Hence all the buses. Globe Theatre over there, under construction. Used to be the post office, and then for a while it was City Hall. That's where Globe Theatre is. Like a Montreal building there. You can sort of see down into it, not very well. Over there it says the Northern Bank, but it hasn't been that for a long time. But anyway, these are some of the older buildings here in downtown Regina. This will take us out onto the Scar Street Mall, pedestrian mall. And on home from here. Oof. So this is kind of the heart of downtown, such as it is. Looking up at what we call the Twin Towers, but they're hardly the ones that were in New York before 9/11. Some other old buildings over here, lots of stores and things. Sandwich shop. The shop, which I think is actually beauty salon kind of place. Fat Badger's a pub. See, there's a walkway up there, so you can go from one tower to the next without having to go out in the cold, which is what we've got right now. I didn't check the temperature as I headed out this time, but it was minus 14 when I started earlier, or about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Actually got a nice warm coffee too, because I was having something cold. And it made me very chilly when I walked out earlier.
We gotta warm this up.
Famous Joe Fafard cow there. And then a few through Victoria Park, past the Cenotaph, which will be the heart of the Remembrance Day ceremonies. That's the Glockenspiel there, recently refurbished. Canada Life building there. City Hall over there. don't know what they call this. City Plaza, City Square, or something. I don't remember now. So that's the cenotaph ahead of us, which is where they'll have the Remembrance Day ceremonies on November 11th, 2 days from now. I always kind of figure in Regina, there's like a 50-50 chance if you're going to have snow or not on Remembrance Day. And this year, oh, we most definitely have snow for Remembrance Day. And absolutely no sign that it's any chance of it melting. And the police over there, for some reason, don't see anything going on too much, but they're there, a couple of them. So yeah, this is the cenotaph, built after the First World War, and then also marks other wars, of course, because unfortunately there have been quite a few since the war to end all wars. See if they have any of the stands set up for to receive the wreaths on Friday. I don't think they do yet. See, there's Korea, South Africa, Afghanistan, Second World War. No, there's nothing here yet, but there will be on Friday. Hi, marijuana. Well, it's a chilly day, but otherwise going well. I bought a warm coffee as I left the Cornwall Centre because I was chilled from having had a Coke before that, so it's helped keep me warm as I walk home, although the coffee's rapidly getting chillier. And Title's building over there, Hotel Saskatchewan over there, First Baptist Church over there, Knox Metropolitan United Church there, Masonic Hall there. It's a lot slipperier here than I thought, so I'm going to be careful. And the library over there. Some very noisy people behind me. I don't know what that's all about. I think they came running out of the Cornwall Centre like they were being chased by security or something, so I'm entirely sure what's going on back there. That's very slippery. It's the Balfour ahead of us. My favorite apartment building. And there's Knox Metropolitan United Church. I'll have the Carol Festival coming up there in another month, less than a month, I would think, early December. The group I'm part of, West Canada Voices, the self-directed choir I'm now singing with, is going to be caroling at Government House in, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Which is interesting. It should be fun. Well, there's a bit of time till that changes, so we'll go on this way. Here's the sign. It's a bit of a garden, but I'm not going to try to walk through that today. I think it's done for the year. Philharmonic Chorus, I see, has their concert coming up this Saturday. I sang with them for many years, a few years anyway. My dad did too. He would drive up from Weyburn, and it's the only time we ever got to sing in a choir together, because he was always my choir director in high school. So it was really nice there for a few years to be able to sing with him in something. It wasn't a lot of years, but it was a few years. And here's City Hall coming up on our right. I worked up there for 6 months, filling in for somebody who was on, not maternity leave, but adoption leave, as I recall. I think this was the one that was on adoption. It looks like I'll miss this light, so we will take the one to the right instead. To the left, I mean. Right, left. Get across Victoria Avenue here. Nice look at the Balfour. And the Hotel Saskatchewan down past that. Balfour, of course, is also the name of the school, Balfour Collegiate. We can just go on because nobody's coming. This is the courthouse coming up on our left. City Hall there. I was on the 15th floor. It's 17 floors tall. The top floor is the mayor's office. The 16th floor. I don't remember. Pretty sure I was on the 15th though. North Canadian Oil's building there. There you go. Front on look. It's Regina City Hall. It'll be lit up soon. They'll have a lighting ceremony for Christmas, which seems like it's closer than it is because of the snow. We haven't even had Remembrance Day yet. It feels like Christmas must be just around the corner, but it's actually, what, 6 weeks away still, so not just around the corner, but not too far away either. Sort of the original courthouse cornerstone here, VQR, or VR, Victoria Regina, and now we are up to Charles Rex. After going, let's see, Victoria, Regina, and then I guess Edward, Rex, and then George, whatever number he was, Rex. And of course, Elizabeth Regina. Meanwhile, we insist on calling it Regina. Canadian Oil's building. Cooperators over there. If you need a passport, that's where you go. My publisher, Kato Books, for the Shards of Excalibur series, used to be in here, but they went bankrupt. Now I'm actually publishing some of the books, republishing some of the books that they originally published for Shard Republic. Let's go down the alley for a change. I never do this. No battery. Plug it in when I get home. Battery doesn't seem to last as long. As they get older, you definitely lose some battery life. I suppose that's true of humans too, in a way. Almost done my warm coffee, so I'll find a place to throw it away here in a minute. The Viterra used to be Saskatchewan Wheat Pool, but that building started life as a department store. I mean, it was supposed to be like Regina was supposed to boom and turn into a Calgary or Toronto or something, and it stalled. And it's remained stalled, really. It has periods of small booms, but it's, you know, a few tens of thousands of people larger than when I moved up here. And it's certainly sprawled a bit more. You can see how low the sun's getting at, what time is it? Not even 4 o'clock yet. As we get closer and closer to the winter solstice. This is Albert Street we're walking along, of course. Well, of course for me, maybe not for you, if you've never joined me before. And here's a handy dandy place to throw away my now quite cold coffee. Bus stop. You can tell by the people getting off the bus. It's a dead giveaway. And by the stopped bus. And Thai over there, one of our favorite Oriental restaurants. Just a strip mall over there. Fire hall number 1 over here. Looking festive with the snow on the roof. Oh, good timing. This will take us across here in a minute. Which is where I want to be. That's 13th we're looking at now. We go. You have to walk over here before they turn the cars loose, which is nice on this side. The other side you have to wait for left turns. Artesian up there. Little theater space used to be a church. Mall. This will take us by the cats. I always like to go by the cats. Another look at number 1 fire hall there from a different angle. Keep my eyes on my feet so I don't slip. There's a lot of uncertain footing along here. Footage is what you make movies out of. Well, that would seem to apply to what you're walking on as well. Sterling Silver here is a little distillery operation. See right there. They make vodka, among other things. Nouveau Gallery, we've got artwork here. Other little things over there. The gallery is currently closed. There's the Scalloper Cat Cafe. Oh, they've got Lock, Don't Shop. Hello there. Let's say hello. A handsome silver tabby there. But I have a cat. See how much snow blew up into drifts here. We had really high winds. It actually blew. We have some patio furniture that has this heavy weight on the bottom. Never thought it could move. And the force was enough with even though the umbrella was folded down, to blow that across the deck, blow it over. We had some lawn chairs there that blew right off the end of the deck and actually bent a bit of the eaves trough over there. So that was annoying. Not that we really need eaves troughing right at this moment. It's not going to be a lot of melting for a bit. Let's get that license plate while we're at it. He did not exactly give me the pedestrian right-of-way there, and I still had a walk light. So if anybody wants to report him to the police, I have evidence. Things over there. This will take us by Class Act, my daughter's old dance studio. She not only studied dance here, but she worked here during the pandemic here. Yes, I know. No battery. See some of the trophies maybe. Well, mostly see reflections at this point. This lot has been empty forever. I think there was a gas station or something here. Nobody wants to clean it up, to build anything on it. Gas is down a bit, still not cheap, but it's down from where the highest I've seen for sure. And look, we got a walk light, so that's nice. Slippery here though, gotta be careful. That'll be my walking for the next 6 months. Slippery here, gotta be careful. Barring an unexpected heat wave, which is not impossible. You can get a big thaw in December. Doesn't really look like it's shaping up that way today. It's a Petrocan station, it's where we buy gas typically, usually at this pump. How's that for local color? This is our favorite gas pump. That's Specs there. I bought my nice reading glasses there, which are currently in the computer bag I am now carrying. And then Leopold's Tavern there. They've got music playing on the deck. which is covered, and maybe it's heated, and so they can still use it. Certainly sounds that way. Just hope the music isn't so clear that I get a copyright hit. It's happened before when there's background music. Not that I have any control over it, but it's like, oh, we can make out what that song is. The algorithm can. So you can't monetize this video. Well, I can't monetize any of my videos because I don't have enough subscribers. Getting there. Getting close to 600 subscribers. I need 1,000 before I can start making money. So, you know, if you're watching, get your friends, your neighbors, your enemies, get them all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Push me over that magic 1,000 so I could actually do this and make money. If I did, I would get much more certain of walking every day. Right now, it's like 5 times a week or even 4 times a week, depending on what's going on. When I started, I did it every day. But you know, if I was making money at it, that would drive me out there to greater heights. Or we don't really have heights in Regina, but greater effort, walking effort. All right, so this takes us to Angus Crescent. If you've ever walked with me, you know probably that's where I live. It's on Angus Crescent, so almost home. Another 5-10 minutes at the most. Then I will splice these two together for the final archived version. Not the archived version. I guess the live streams are archived, but the higher definition version, this will only go at 720 because that's all that Facebook will let me live stream at. And I'd like to live stream on Facebook simultaneously with YouTube. But it's 1080 when I upload it, so slightly higher resolution. Sometimes a little higher, like this one will probably be a little higher because I splice it together in iMovie and it tends to make it higher resolution. Than my run-of-the-mill one-time videos. Work going on over there at that house, torn down, dug the foundation. Now they're starting to build. Be nice if they were building in our backyard on our little tiny extension that somehow we haven't managed to get a building permit for in months. For which I blame the engineering company, whom I will not mention, because they somehow failed repeatedly to provide the city with what they need. At this point, it feels like the city is being vindictive, but I don't know. It's ridiculous because it all has to do with the energy efficiency of this 67 square foot addition, which is currently just bare wood with no insulation on it because it's been stripped for the construction of the addition, and that hasn't happened. So there's no way that it's going to be the most energy efficient part of our 100-year-old house. But, you know, from an energy efficiency point of view, that bird has flown. We will never recover what we've already lost in heat while it just sits there waiting for this stupid building permit. So, government is not your friend. Government is not your friend, and I don't know why people keep voting for big government when the more government you have, the more your rights and freedoms and liberties and all that good stuff that I thought we liked in this part of the world goes away. But increasingly, I'm feeling that most people don't care, which is sad and makes me sad, but I don't know. Can't change the world and you can't fight City Hall, they say. And clearly that's true, based on our building permit situation. It'll get there eventually. Okay, we'll stop here. Now that I've complained, got my little rant out of the way. And that's it for today's walk. Thank you for walking downtown and back with me in the snow. Maybe back tomorrow, we'll see.